Why is it that in cults, authoritarian movements, and fascist regimes, the leader is always held to a completely different moral standard than everyone else? This isn't an accident. This isn't hypocrisy. It's the system working exactly as intended. In cults, followers are often held to strict moral rules: sexual purity, obedience, loyalty, discipline. Yet time and time again, we see cult leaders abusing women, abusing children, breaking every rule they impose on others. And instead of questioning the leader, followers rationalize it. Why? Because in a cult, morality doesn't exist as a principle. It exists as obedience. What would be considered evil if anyone else did it suddenly becomes necessary or misunderstood when the leader does it. The leader isn't judged by the moral code. The leader defines the moral code. Now here's where this gets uncomfortable. That exact same structure shows up in fascism. Take Nazi Germany. Adolf Hitler pushed conservative sexual morality, traditional family values, and strict social discipline for ordinary Germans. But Hitler himself lived for years in a secret relationship, unmarried, only marrying at the very end when the regime had already collapsed. For the average German, that behavior would have been frowned upon. For Hitler, it didn't matter. Why? Because Hitler wasn't treated as a man. He was treated as the embodiment of the nation itself. The same thing happened in fascist Italy. Benito Mussolini promoted Catholic family values and moral discipline for Italians while openly engaging in affairs. His behavior wasn't condemned. It was framed as strength, masculinity, proof of leadership. Different leaders, same decade, same moral structure. Strict morality for the public, total exemption for the leader. And here's the key point. This isn't moral failure. It's moral hierarchy. In these systems, the leader is not subject to truth. The leader is not subject to morality. The leader becomes the arbiter of both. Once that happens, objective morality collapses. People stop asking, "Is this right?" and start asking, "Did the leader approve it?" That's the cult mindset, whether it's religious, political, or ideological.